Alrighty, guys, welcome to today's session. My name is Chris. I am the Algo trader, and today we've got a lot of really cool things that we plan to cover in today's session. So thank you for tuning in to today's session. We are going to be covering a lot of the action that has been happening today in the market, and we're going to be going over just a bunch of really cool things. And we will be getting started shortly. Okay? Welcome everyone to today's live stream. We're going to kick this bad boy off shortly right now. Trading Nasdaq 100 futures on quadruple witching day today. There's been all kinds of activity happening in the market today. We're going to go ahead and flip this over to a 15-minute chart here. Let me just bring this up closer to the screen so you can see it there. Okay, there we are right there. And in just a moment, we're going to be going over some of the market action that was caught by the CYMO Pro indicator today. And we'll be going over just a bunch of stuff today to help make this a fantastic trading session, we hope, right? So we'll get started in just a moment. Market looks like it's taking a little bit of a breather from that drawdown we saw just a little bit ago, right around midday, and it looks like it's just coming back around. Okay, guys, we're going to be kicking this off momentarily, and it should make for a very, very, very fun session today. Trading the Nasdaq 100 futures. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the follows and the likes as well. We're going to be doing all kinds of really cool stuff today, right here, trading the Nasdaq 100 futures. And let's get started, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? Alrighty. Let's get this started, guys. Fantastic, guys. It is Friday, option expiration day. Not only is it Friday, option expiration day, I am your host. This is Chris. We'll be trading together into the close of today's session. We're here on this electrifying quadruple witching day. And if you're not familiar, today is when stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures, boy, did I say that all? They all expire today. It's a day known for increased volatility and heavy trading volume. And we're going to dive into what that means for you and how to navigate these choppy waters with the CYMO Pro indicator. All right, so just for you guys who don't really know what quadruple witching is, let me explain it to you. Quadruple witching is essentially, it's when all these contracts that I just mentioned expire simultaneously on the same day. And it can be a little intimidating because they often lead to unpredictable market movements as these derivatives react and they reach their expiration. You get large traders who adjust or unwind their positions, which can cause abrupt price swings and spikes in volume. It's the perfect day to showcase the agility of the CYMO Pro indicators in capturing these movements effectively. Okay, so that's what we're going to dive in to do right now. Now, for you guys who have been with me now for a while, you understand that the very first thing you want to do in the morning before you begin your trading day is you want to read your brief. You want to know what's going to happen throughout the day, what events might be market movers that you may want to flag and put as sticky notes on your desktop so that you don't forget. You want to know if you want to take a sentiment read, sort of, if to understand what sentiment is going into the market, if it's a market that might be in consolidation, or like today, a good example of the market being in quadruple witching when all these contracts expire simultaneously, right? So once you understand that, you guys know that I don't trade the first half hour of the trade day until I actually see what market structure is going to be like for the rest of the day. And then I go ahead and take some trades, and I'll show you a couple right now that I took today as well. So here on the screen, we've got a chart, a 15-minute chart of the Nasdaq 100 futures, and we're gonna see how the CYMO Pro indicator performed today in this type of cyclic environment, because that's essentially what you have. You have the market is cycling. It is not trending. It is absolutely 100% cycling today. All right. So you've got a lot of cyclic movement in the market, which makes for a lot of good trading opportunities, just like you had yesterday using the CYMO Pro indicators. Okay. So we're going to look at some of those trades. We're going to see how this bad boy performed in these cyclic waters. Right out of the gate, I think this is, are we on the 21st? Yeah, this is the 21st right here. Okay, right out of the gate, this was the 945 bar that printed right here. Okay, and I'll just scoot this a little bit this way right here, so those who can't see could see. Now, if you want the full screen view of what I'm watching, head over to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Click the link in my bio, go to my YouTube channel, and you can see both screens in full view if you're on a desktop right now. If you're on a cell phone, this is the best you're going to get. You're just going to have to deal with me moving the phone from one chart to the next, okay? But if you prefer the full screen, go to the YouTube. The link is in my bio, and you can watch how these trades play out and what I'm illustrating in full context, okay? So early in the morning, 9:30 a.m. 9:45 actually, when the first bar printed, what did we see the cyclic component of the indicator do? Cyclic component was way down here at the bottom. It was pretty much at the lower thresh. No denying that right there. Second bar right there, it printed, boom, this thing goes up. When this thing goes up from this lower threshold, you have a very high probability that you are going to get some type of upside rotation, okay? That essentially happened right here when you had the crossing, and that trade right there led to a very nice long that ended once the CYMO crossed with the momentum line right at 12:15. That was a big winner, guys. And I know a few of you took this trade in the AM session, and you took it, and it was a smart trade because it was confirmed by the 4-minute chart, and it was a clear-cut entry to the upside right there. You could not have lost money right there, even though it did get a little sketchy right here in this area where you saw price kind of lose momentum, and then right here you had a lot of whipsaw with this candle going down, then all the way up, and boy, this type of trading right here could have kept you at the edge of your seat. And if you really didn't have advanced tools like the CYMO Pro, you would have gotten out guaranteed on this bar right here. Instead, I know a few of you guys took this trade all the way and rode this like a bad boy and got out where you needed to get out right there. Then what happened? Momentum continued going up. Cycle was pretty much done at this point. And then you had momentum just completely die out. This was another setup for a short trade. This was another setup for a short trade right here that ended right at about when the cycle crossed over the momentum line, which was exactly at 2 p.m. this afternoon. The absolute end of that trade, okay? Now, if you guys want to see what this looked like algorithmically, where's my chart? Here it is, right here. This is what it looked like right here. Okay, and oops, I could maybe get that in the screen if I perhaps reduce the size proportion. There it is, right there. I guess that's one way to be able to perhaps view this right there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to view right there, but that's what that trade algorithmically right there looked like today. Right there. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And that right there were two massive winners. Okay? that's just to give you some context, okay, guys? So let's go back to what we were watching here with the CYMO Pro, okay? First trade of the day, you had confirmation across this chart, even in this long signal right here, okay, to the upside. Sorry guys, if you want to see again the full screen view, go to my YouTube channel because it's kind of hard to adjust this right here every time somebody wants to see it. There you go, right there. This was another excellent trade right here, guys. Crossing of the cyan line with momentum to the upside, boom, 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 and bingo, right there. That pretty much nailed the top before price began rolling back and coming down again. Yeah, right. Thank God it is Friday, right? Yeah. So you had some very good trade opportunities today, guys, using the CYMO Pro on the 15-minute and on the 4-minute chart as well. I mean, it's been a fantastic day to use this. I do have some big news that I am going to be sharing today. And I will be sharing that news in about a half hour, okay? So I will be sharing that news in about a half hour today, and it's really good news, and I want you guys to be here when I make that announcement. So stick around for another half hour. I've got a treat for you guys. I got a real treat for you guys that I think you're going to enjoy, and you don't want to miss that treat. So stick around till 3 p.m. I'll make the announcement, and you will see for yourself. Okay? Now, I just want to shift gears a little bit and talk about success. You know, I want to give a huge shout out to one of our subscribers who recorded a massive 50+ point win today using the CYMO Pro. Not only did she nail the trade, but she also mastered her emotions throughout the process. And I'll tell you guys, that's what trading is all about. Strategy and psychological strength. So, I want to congratulate her for this awesome victory today in her trading session. I won't mention her name because it's confidential, but she did. She's probably watching now, but she did do a fantastic job. So I just want to recognize her for doing an excellent job today, and congratulations again on that big win. Yeah. And I love hearing success stories like hers. So if you guys have success stories that you've experienced using the CYMO Pro, by all means, send them to us. And if you're inspired by our subscribers' success story, which you should be, why not experience the CYMO Pro difference yourself? Sign up for a 7-day free trial. We offer full one-on-one support to ensure you're maximizing the use of the CYMO Pro tools. And remember, guys, don't just trade. You got to trade smart. You're very welcome. It's all about trading smart, guys, and managing your decisions once you get into the trade so that you don't get out early, okay? Now, continuing from yesterday's discussion, understanding market structure is crucial, guys, especially on days like today. It's about seeing beyond the chaos of market movements and recognizing the type of cycle patterns that you see in opportunities that less prepared traders are typically going to miss, okay? And I just illustrated to you right here on the 15-minute, okay, a few of the setups that you could have taken right here at 10:15, that crossing of the cyan line after it bottomed out above momentum was a clear tell sign that you were going to get some type of movement in price to the upside. And sure enough, look at that. Boom. Absolutely nailed it precisely at the top. And I just showed you guys algorithmically how that looked as well. And not only did it nail it to the top, it also caught the reversal trade to the downside right there. Okay, so two massive wins in the 15-minute time frame that were both confirmed with the 4-minute time chart. Okay, and this is important, guys. There's a reason why I use a 4-minute time frame. There's a reason I use a 7-minute, and there's a reason I use a 15-minute time chart. Okay, and that's because they're very effective. They're very, very effective. Okay. So what's happening right now with price? Right now you had another slinky trade right here where price just started going up. What happens when the cycle, which is the cyan line, remember there's two lines here. You've got the cyan line, which represents the cyclic movement of the market. We've got the yellow line, which represents the momentum component of the price. Okay, and these thresholds here just kind of indicate where price has stretched out. In this case, the cycle line has already stretched out all the way to an extreme right here. What typically happens when you see this? Okay. What normally happens when you see this type of swing right here? Can someone type that in? Let me just ask this, okay? You're looking at this chart. You're wondering what's going to happen with price, okay? I guess the better question is, would you take a long trade right here? Would you take a long trade right here? Looking at whatever outdated tools you have on your chart, would you take a long trade right here? That's the question. And please type it in the comment box because I'd love to know your answer. Okay, I got someone who wrote, he says no because we're approaching resistance at 200. Okay? So someone is saying no, they wouldn't take a long because he's watching a level that is telling him that we're approaching resistance at 200. Okay? Anybody else? Anyone else looking at something on their chart that would give you an indication to go long or not to go long right here at this point where you're at? Okay? I got someone who's looking at a chart saying no because we're approaching resistance. Okay, a level that they're monitoring. Anyone else think this is a long based on what you know? Okay, guys? Just scoot this over a little bit. I don't have any opinions of CYMO. I'm not even sure what that is. All right, guys, that is not a... this is not an area to take along right now, guys. It's just not, okay? If, you know, if you're looking at something on your chart that's telling you potentially that this could be a long, you'd need to be very, very careful, all right? Because when you look at where the rotation is on the 4-minute time frame, it doesn't seem that it's setting up to be a good, strong long, if you would, right? Yeah. And that's what these thresholds tell you. If cycle falls all the way to the bottom here, you know there's a very good likelihood that it's going to do what? Slinky up. Just the way it did right here, okay? End of the trade right there at 2 p.m. Dead nuts on. With surgical precision, guys. Got you out of that trade right there. Typically, when cycle stretches out, you can think of cycle as a rubber band, okay? If you stretch the rubber band all the way to the extreme, it's going to have enough force that when you let go of one end, it's just going to snap back. That's typically what you have when cycle falls all the way to the bottom and extends itself out. Okay? This would not be an area where you'd want to take a short right here, and this certainly wouldn't be an area where you'd like to take a long either. Because if you would have taken a long right now, your stop loss would have been kicking in. We're also kind of in a range-bound movement at this time of the afternoon. It is 2:30. It is Friday. By this time, a lot of the institutional traders have unwound their contracts. In my 7-minute chart of the Qs, the levels I have for 0-day option open interest for options that expire today, and this is really interesting. You know, I've got a 480 call wall. I've got a 481, put support. I've got 481.47 as the spot price on the Qs, and this is all representative of 0-day to expiration options that expire today, Friday. And so you are really in a tight little range-bound spot right now. And I'm just sitting here wondering, is the market going to continue doing this the rest of the afternoon? Or is it just, hopefully going to cycle a little bit more the way it did earlier, like this, going down, going up, where you can actually catch more trades, But I showed you guys the 2 trades that I put on today, and I know a few of you guys who are using the CYMO got big wins. So congrats, congrats. Right now, though, if we look at what's going on here in the rotation of the 4-minute. We just had momentum top out right here, okay? We had cycle almost stretch itself thin to the upside and then do an about face to come down. This is another reason why you would not have taken a long trade. Very simple. Okay? This is not a setup to go long. What's cycle doing? Cycle is coming down, going all the way, hopefully, to where the threshold here at the bottom is. And that's what I'm watching right now, guys. That's what I am watching right now. So 20 more minutes. Just hang tight. I'm going to make a very special announcement. This announcement that I'm going to make in 20 minutes is going to benefit all you guys, okay? And I got a real treat for you guys. Something tangible, actually, that that I'm going to be announcing in 20 minutes. So stick around because you don't want to miss this announcement, okay? This has been a work in progress for a while now, and I got to share it with you guys. So don't go anywhere, because in 20 minutes I'm going to make the announcement, and you want to be here for that announcement, okay? Because it's an important announcement. Okay, we just got bar change on the 4-minute. Cycle hit the threshold. It hasn't crossed the threshold to the downside. Got a little bit of noise right here moving up. And let's see how this shakes out. You know what I'm really interested in? I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you what I'm very curious to know. And I haven't done this just because I've had a lot of stuff on my plate lately to manage. So the CYMO, the way we designed it is that it's highly robust and adaptive, guys, okay? I'm interested to know if any of you guys who are using the CYMO have a data feed subscription to the Bitcoin futures, okay? I think these are the micro Bitcoin futures. I think it's MBT, that's the symbol. If you do, I'd love to see you apply the CYMO Pro to the micro Bitcoin futures. I don't have a subscription to it yet. That's just the truth. But if you have a subscription, apply that. I'd be very interested to get a screenshot from you to see what they look like on the micro Bitcoin futures. That's all. It's just an itch. It's just a curiosity I want to satisfy, and just to see. For curiosity's sake. So if you do have that subscription on NinjaTrader, definitely apply it, and I'd love to see a screenshot. Does the algo work only? No, it works on different time frames. For example, this time frame that you're looking at right now, and let me go ahead and scoot this over a little bit, because with the movement of price, it just tends to go everywhere, right? Now it works on it works particularly well on the 15-minute time frame, but it works just as good on the 4-minute. You know, I know guys that are using this in much lower time frame charts than a 4-minute, and seems to be doing good for them too. So right here, like, you're seeing it on a 4-minute chart, okay, right there, and right now there is really no setup to do anything, to go long or to go short. Enter the market after this candle closes. Okay, well, you can do that for your account, but no. We just had bar change, guys, on the 15-minute candle. We had momentum. We just had momentum tick up. We've got cycle way up on the threshold. Told you. What are you talking about? Told you. This is not a setup for anything, dude. You know? You could trade your own account the way you'd like. And that's perfectly fine. You can follow your outdated indicators and trade as you please. All right, guys, so what do we have right here? Let's go ahead and take a peek right here. Cycle just bottomed out. Looks like it's turning up a little bit. Momentum is still trying to figure out which way it might eventually go. Okay? Remember, on the 15-minute chart, the cycle component is way, 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 way up on top. That is typically a sign that you're going to have exhaustion to the upside and potentially either sideways trading or a reversal to the downside. So I'd be very, very cautious right now in taking any type of trades. It's set to 11. On days like FOMC announcement days or days where you've got, in this case today, quadruple witching, or days where you're going to have a lot of cyclic activity, consolidation, and things of that, I want a very responsive setting on the 15-minute chart, because I want to see you're going to have a lot of cycles happening throughout the day, and when you know that you're going to have that type of day, you want to set it to 11 so you can get the most responsiveness out of the indicator for that time frame. The 4 here, I've always got it set to 9. I don't switch the setting on this at all. And the reason we're watching a 4-minute time frame right now, guys, is to give you an illustration of structure. What's the market doing? The cycle component just bottomed out. There's really nothing happening with momentum. You've got cycle way up on top on the 15-minute time frame right here. There really is no setup for you guys to say, yeah, I'll go ahead and take this bad boy and confidently go long in the trade. Not just yet. Look at that. Exactly. No trade right now, right here. Nothing. Ten more minutes, guys. In 10 more minutes, I am going to be making this announcement I promised you I would make. So just hang in another 10 minutes. And I will be making the announcement, okay? If you take a line and draw it across the 480 level on the Qs, that's where you've got a call wall waiting for most traders. And that's at the 480 level in the Qs. Also, speaking about market structure, it's important to recognize what day we're trading in. It's Friday, option expiration, but it's just not option expiration. You've got quadruple witching. Knowing that, you have to understand as a professional trader that most professional traders, institutional guys, all these guys unwound their positions in the AM session all the way till 12 noon, whenever they finish unwinding positions. So when all that gets done, you have a drop in volatility and volume, and so then the rest of the day kind of becomes kind of a crapshoot on days like today on triple witching option expiration, right? Where you got all these contracts expiring simultaneously. So after 12 noon, it's kind of a gamble because all these guys already did what they had to do in the AM session, and in the rest of the afternoon is just really a wait and see to see if there's anything that might move the market, which sometimes there is. Sometimes the market will just trend sideways it'll consolidate the rest of the afternoon. So you have to be extra careful on days like today for those reasons. All right, guys, 8 more minutes. I'll be making this announcement I promised you to make. It will be worth your time, so don't go anywhere. Stick with me for 8 minutes. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the follows and the likes. Just go ahead and tap on the screen if you want to show your appreciation to the live stream. I do this because it's enjoyable to have a sense of community. I like coming on here and showcasing the tools that I use personally to trade my own account, okay? This is exactly what I do every single day to trade my own account. So, and it's nice to have a sense of community too, because you guys know trading's a lonely sport. Being in a room by yourself with 4 monitors and not having anyone to speak with or share thoughts with or ideas, it's extremely boring, and that leads to burnout, to bad decisions. It's always good to have a second set of eyes, just to have more camaraderie and people who are looking at the market maybe a little different than what you are, to help you make sense of what it is that you're hoping to do. So we're here every day. Actually, we're here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And on Wednesdays, I carve Wednesdays out. I do one-on-one sessions with my subscribers, because a lot of times, they've got questions. A lot of times you guys have questions on settings and chart setups and different things. And so I enjoy doing these. And sometimes Wednesdays don't work for people because they're caught up with work or other events, and so we try to carve out time after the market on Fridays to do catch-up sessions. So today I'll be doing catch-up sessions. I'm completely booked the rest of the afternoon with catch-up sessions today, but we can always catch up next Wednesday and do another Happy Wednesday session with you guys. And we do that. We don't charge for that. We do that because we stand by. I stand by the product, the CYMO Pro indicators that we developed, and we want you guys to make the best use of them in your trading activities on a day-to-day basis. Also, if there are ever any questions on setups, if there are any questions on anything that you have a doubt about, don't leave anything in doubt. Just send us a screenshot. Let us know what it is that you want us to look at. We'll be more than happy to give you a second set of eyes to look at what you're looking at, to help you make sense of it and help you improve the trade setups that you're watching with the CYMO Pro while you're using this advanced tool. So So yeah, guys, that's one of the things that separates us from a lot of a lot of the guys that are out there right now. I actually have been in the trenches, at a real trade desk on Wall Street doing this professionally, um, and so this product is a development of a lot of years of R&D. It's just not something that was hatched up overnight, and that's the reason you see it perform the way it does. It's extremely accurate. So 3 more minutes, hang tight. 3 more minutes, because I got something really cool to say, share with you guys. All right. Very, very noisy trade environment right now that we are currently in. This is the time where you just want to stay on the sidelines and watch the market. So we will be having bar change in exactly 2 minutes, and market's really lackluster right now. All right, we got 1 more minute. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for sticking with me this whole time. I've got big news today. I am absolutely thrilled to announce the launch of my new book, How to Lose Money Trading. It's a compilation of all the creative ways traders find to lose money, and it's drawn from real world foolishness. And guess what? It's free. That's right, it's free. If you head over to the link in my bio, click on CYMO indicators, and then when you're on the page, you'll see a slider come out, and all you have to do is just hit the download button. You'll get a free copy of my new book that just got released today. Okay? So whether you're starting out or you've been in the game for a while, this book is essential to read to avoid some of the common trading pitfalls. Okay, guys? So this is something you definitely want to grab. It'll be free there. You guys can grab it at any time. And I really hope you guys enjoy this read. I think it's going to help you unpack a lot of things that you may know or may not know yet that can help you avoid a lot of the common mistakes people make in the process of trading. So I decided to give this book to you as a gift. It's my gift to you. I hope you take the time to read it, enjoy it, and I'd love to hear your feedback once you're done reading it, okay? So to get your free copy of my new book that just got released today, click the link in my bio and click on CYMO indicators, and once you're on a page, just go ahead and download it. So you'll get a PDF version of the book that you can print and have, or just have it in digital format if you wish. Okay, so that's my gift to you guys. Okay, that's my gift to you guys. Oh, what did you miss? I just made an announcement that I launched my new book. It's called How to Lose Money Trading, and I'm giving it to you guys for free today. And you guys can grab a copy of that book by just heading over to the link in my bio, clicking on the CYMO indicators button. It'll take you to a page, and you'll see a slider that comes out. Just go ahead and hit the download button there, and you'll get a copy of the book, okay? So that's the big news I wanted to share with you guys. I've been working on this now for like several months, trying to get this done. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. And I hope it benefits every one of you guys who takes the time to read the book. Okay? Alrighty, guys. Is this a trade? You guys are joining right now. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely enjoy the book. Nappers, I don't think you were here when I made the announcement, but I made the announcement that I just launched the new book that just came out today. It's called How to Lose Money Trading, and you can get a copy of that by going to the link in my bio, clicking on CYMO indicators. Then you'll see a slider that comes out, and just click the download button, and you'll get the book instantly. Okay, free of charge. Okay, I'm giving this one away to you guys. You guys have been an awesome crowd. Really, you have. You know, we're a small community. You guys know I'm not a big fish on TikTok like some other dudes that have like 20,000 followers. But it's a nice community of dedicated traders who are actually very successful at what they do in their own respect. A lot of you guys are using the CYMO Pro indicator that I have right here. And I absolutely love getting your success stories. I absolutely love them. It's like one of the things that makes my day is hearing of your success. Yeah, cool. Definitely go download the book, man. I put that out there today for you guys to grab, and I hope you enjoy it. Here we are, guys. We're seeing price move up, okay, from this little level down here. Okay, is this an area right here where you would consider taking a long trade? Right here. Yeah, price is moving up. Okay, you've got this nice big 20-something point candle going up, which if you were a scalper, the moment that cyan crossed over the momentum line right there, this would have been your setup to go long as a scalper. Okay, remember. Okay. Your setup to go long is not exactly set up on the 15-minute time frame. So here I'm talking about two different things. I'm talking about the setup being on the 15-minute to confirm your trade to go long on the 4-minute, right? That's one thing. But if you're entirely just looking at the 4-minute chart as a potential scalping opportunity, this is it right here, guys. The moment it crosses above the momentum line, this is your entry right here. It's not rocket science, pretty easy. You ride this bad boy all the way to the top, and right about here, you know you're going to have some type of reversal in price because cycle stretched itself all the way out, right? So let's watch how that plays out, okay? Remember, just a little while ago, I told you guys there's a call wall at 480 on the 7-minute chart of the Qs, right? That call wall is there for a reason. It's absolutely there for a reason. You know, either dealers let price go below the call wall of 480 and everything just continues going south, or they push price up. In this case, they pushed it all the way up to the put support. I think it's the put resistance at 481. So these levels, guys, aren't something that are magically made up. Okay, these are 0-day to expiration levels that are that are levels of interest where you got high open interest at these specific levels for specific contracts, either puts or calls at various strike prices. So it's really interesting to see how the market responds to those levels relative to just standard support and resistance that does not work. Yeah, it did. It absolutely happened yesterday about this time as well. It absolutely did. Look at this. Cycle stretched all the way up while momentum was doing a little about face to the upside. Comes all the way up right here. Now all of a sudden you're getting a little bit of a pullback right here. Happens every time that cycle goes above the threshold. Wow. The end. Your trade began right here, came all the way up. You're already stretched thin, guys. The very moment that this kinks, that's it. You're done. There's nothing else left to the upside right there. Not a very difficult tool to make heads or tails out of that would complicate your trading process and what you're doing. It's a pretty simple tool to use, and once you get the hang of it, you're able to really fine-tune your entries and exit points to avoid these type of mishaps right here. I really wish that NinjaTrader offered charting for the Qs, but it's just nothing but futures on NinjaTrader. So I've got to use TradeStation to plot these lines on my chart for the Qs. All right, for you guys who are just joining the stream, welcome. Okay, look at this. Right here. You could have just hopped off on this bar right there. Or you could just wait for this thing to cross with the momentum line if you want. Up to you. But if you just joined the stream right now, guys, I did launch my new book today. It's called How to Lose Money Trading, and you can grab it for free by just going to the link in my bio. Just click on CYMO indicators, and once you land on the page, you'll get a little slider that comes out. Just download it there. It's my free gift to you guys, okay? For being an awesome crowd. I want you guys to have it. Yeah. How do you get started with trading? That's a good question. My advice to you, after having done this for, goodness gracious, like more than 2 decades, is before you open a brokerage account and start parking money and doing all sorts of research on stocks and whatever instrument you desire to trade, is you want to understand the psychology of the mindset you need to be successful as a trader. And a good place to start is, if you want to grab the free book I just put out, it's called How to Lose Money Trading. That would be a good primer for you to begin with, because that right there is going to spell out all of the pitfalls you are likely to encounter, at least most of the common ones that you're likely to encounter in the process of you being successful. And if you could learn what those pitfalls are in advance of you trading a single dollar, you'll be way ahead of the vast majority of people who are out there trying it with no guidance. Okay? So that book is free. That just came out today. And you can grab it for free. Just go to the link in my bio, click on CYMO indicators, and when the page comes up, you'll see a slider. Just download it there and start with that book, okay? I also wrote another book called Mind Over Market, which you could also grab through the link there in my bio, and that's a book on trading psychology. So those 2 books, Mind Over Market and How to Lose Money Trading, in combination, should give you a good primer as to what to expect in the market when you do begin trading. The type of mindset that you need to have. It'll prime you. It'll get you ready. And if you do that before you open a trading account or invest a single dollar, like I said, you'll be ahead of most people. That's where I would start. If I were starting again from zero, I'd start with my mindset, because it all begins and ends with your mind. in this game. Here we go, guys. Exit point right there. Okay, done. The end. Your trade is over right there. There is no more. You'll get noise like this. Okay, yeah, you will get this type of noisy type of a bar trade, but that's it, guys. When you see the the cyclic component, which you can call the rubber band if you want, all the way to the very extreme right there, there's a very good likelihood that your trade is about to end. The end, okay? There's no need to stay in the trade waiting for anything else. Grab your money, run for the hills. This, of course, is designed if you are a scalper, okay? If you are a scalper. And that's how you would scalp price on the 4-minute time frame using the CYMO Pro indicator, okay? I'm more of a systematic trader, so let's go ahead and look and see what the 15-minute chart is doing right here, okay? 15-minute chart. Let's go and review market structure and setups for this morning. Right out of the gate, we saw that price was coming down, but we also saw what? We also saw cycle from the previous session was below the zero line coming down. We saw momentum coming down. If you see this, guys, right here at the open, they're both coming down. Is this a long trade? Okay. Is that a long trade right out of the gate? Obviously, it's not, okay? It's not a long trade. It just forces you to look at this closely to ensure that you understand what you're looking at so that you don't make rookie mistakes and jump on a long trade just yet, okay? Price was still going down, momentum was going down, cycle was going down, and you really didn't have a cross until right about the 10-15 bar right here. And that's when cycle kind of bottomed out right here, came up, crossed above the momentum line right there. Yes, that would have been a setup right there to go long. Okay, that's your setup right there. First trade of the day, bang! You bang a big winner right there when cycle crosses below momentum. That is the end of the trade. There is nothing else left in the trade, and you could have taken that on the reversal as well, okay? Because cycle began going down, momentum was still a little bit elevated, just losing steam right here. And here you go, your second trade of the day. When it crossed over momentum right there at that bar, that's the end of your trade. The end. There's nothing else, okay? I can almost bet my money, guys, that your support and resistance levels would not have caught those two trades, okay? And I know that because I've seen it time and again, guys getting out early, guys thinking that their support right here is going to stop at this bar only to see price continuing to go to the downside, okay? That stuff doesn't work. It's smoke and mirrors. And then you had another trade right here where cycle crossed over the zero line. Momentum kept coming down. It got a little bit toppy right here. As soon as it crossed over the threshold, you could have jumped out on that trade. That would have been your exit right there. The end. Okay? So we've had a few good trade setups with the CYMO Pro today, despite it being quadruple witching. Why not take CYMO for a 7-day test drive and see what this can do for yourself in your trading account, okay? And we'll provide one-on-one support to help you set this up on your chart to ensure that your settings are set up correctly, to ensure that you're looking at the signals, that you're interpreting the signals the right way. We also put together a playlist called CYMO School. And with CYMO School, you guys could go over all the high probability setups and learn exactly how this highly advanced tool works for your own trading. Okay, so if you guys don't want to watch the 15-minute chart because it ticks every every 15 minutes, I know some of you guys want to see the action. I'll go ahead and put it over here to the 4-minute time frame right there. For you guys who want to experience the entire session full screen, just go to the YouTube channel and you guys could go ahead and watch it there full screen and see and watch what I'm watching. Okay. It's pretty amazing how price just rolled down right there. Look at that. Boom. Just came down right there. Now cycle came all the way over here. Momentum is a little elevated right here. Let's see what cycle does. Okay. You know, I used to have a full screen view on TikTok through the desktop app, the TikTok desktop app, and I was making full use of that last year. It was great. You know, I was able to show my full screen without using the mobile app. And then all of a sudden, they decided to revise their policy, and they said, oh, well, now you need 10,000 people subscribe to you for you to use the desktop app. I was like, dude, really? Okay. I was like, all right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the follows and the likes as well. Good chance this thing might run up, guys. But you also have to be a little cautious because it's getting a little bit toppy on the 7-minute chart. And let me just show you what I mean by that, okay? Alright, that's a 7-minute chart right there. You see how cycle just came all the way up and it's getting really, really toppy right there? Yeah, I'd be very careful. If you're sitting there contemplating taking a long, I'd be very careful. Okay? If you were contemplating taking any type of long, it would have been down here, right when it turned up, which was over here, to have written this thing all the way up. You can catch a lot of this on the 4-minute time frame, but I like looking at the 7-minute as well and looking at these rotations to see where cycle is before I pull the trigger on any type of trade. All right, I'll just put that back where I had it. That's a good. That I got a question from Angel. He's saying, is that blue line price? I got a couple questions. Okay, so Pajak, I'll be right with you. You're asking if that's scalping. I'll be right with you. So the blue line represents the cyclic component of the price spectrum here. Okay, that's what the blue line represents, the cyclic component of price. And the best way I could describe that to you, if you know, and I would love for you to actually take a deep dive on that, because I think it's important. If you go to the link on my profile, click the link on my profile, there's an article that I got, a free article there called "What Are Market Cycles?" But it takes a really good look at what market cycles are. And that's exactly what this blue line represents. It represents the cyclic component of the price spectrum. But I think that article would unpack it in a lot more color and give you some really good information on that. And I think it's well worth the read. Okay, so going back to Bajak's question, Bajak asked, is this scalping? No, right? So the answer to your question is yes and no. And let me give you some color on that, okay? I'm not a scalper. I use the 15-minute time frame to confirm my trade structure, and I confirm those entries on the 4-minute chart right here, right? But at this time of the afternoon on a Friday, watching a 4-minute chart kind of gets boring because you only get one bar every 15 minutes, right? So there's a lot of people who are watching who are scalpers who want to see the cyclic rotation of price and momentum on a lower time frame, and that's the reason why this is being displayed on a 4-minute time frame right here, because a lot of subscribers use lower time frame charts like the 4-minute to place their trades and take scalps, right? And so late in the afternoon, because we only have like 2 more bars left before the end of the close on the 15-minute time frame, they want to see this. They want to see where the cyclic rotation is happening, like right here, where you had the crossing above momentum, went over here. That was your exit point right here when it got stretched out. And they want to see this, right? So that's the reason it's being displayed. Not because I'm a scalper, not because I'm scalping any of the price action here. It's more for the education of the viewers who are tuned in, who are watching this play out and trying to learn how the CYMO Pro indicator works on a lower time frame. So hope that answers your question. So in this case, I'll give you guys a little color. What just happened with momentum? Momentum ticked down, and you have the cyclic component of price on the 4-minute coming all the way down right here. Okay, I'd be very interested to see if this is going to do an about face or if it's going to sink below the threshold, and if momentum is just going to continue following this to potentially see price do a little bit of a reversal. But you'll see that right now in just about 4 minutes, in 4 minutes time. So we just got bar change on the 15-minute candle, and there is zero setup for you guys who are watching on full screen. There is no setup right here to go long. Your setups today were right here in this region. This was a setup right here to the long side. This was a setup to the short side, and this was another setup to the long side, the end. Okay? 3 potentially good opportunities, all caught by the CYMO Pro in today's session. So we've got a half hour left in the session, guys. Don't forget, I just launched my new book today called How to Lose Money Trading. Don't forget to grab your copy. I'm giving it out for free. And to grab your copy, just go over to the link in my bio, click the link called CYMO Pro. If you guys are watching directly from YouTube, there should be a link in the description. Just click on that. You'll see a slider that comes out. Hit the download button. You'll get the book instantly, okay? I'm giving it out. So it's my gift to you for being an awesome crowd. You guys are here with me every day, and I really do appreciate that. So I wrote that book for you. I hope you enjoy it. So we got one more minute before bar change right here. And again, if you're a scalper, this is what you'd be using to trade with the CYMO Pro. No, I don't teach trading. That's, I guess I do in a sense here through these live sessions, but you're not going to find a $5,000 workshop or anything like that, okay? I don't believe in that. All the trading that happens here on TikTok and YouTube, in the process of sharing how I trade my own account using the tools I developed to trade the Nasdaq 100 futures, which is the CYMO Pro right here. But if you're referring to like a trading course or something, no, I don't offer any courses. In fact, the latest book that I just wrote that came out today, How to Lose Money Trading, I'm just giving it away for free to you guys. So you can grab it, and that's my gift to you. So I don't believe in charging for trading courses because most of that information is available on the internet through various channels, you know. But I do believe in making the best use of TikTok for educational purposes and sharing how I trade my own account, sharing what I deem as a high probability setup, you know, such as what we saw right here. And there's actually been quite a few high probability setups. Here's another one. This one was actually taken by one of our subscribers who wrote in today to share of her success trading the Nasdaq 100 using the CYMO. She got in somewhere right here, rode this bad boy all the way till the cyan line crossed with momentum. She sent me a screenshot showing me the trade entries and exit. She bagged the 50 pointer, guys. Amazing. But you know what the most amazing part is? She clamped down her emotions, even though she had a surge of emotions that comes upon everyone. She clamped down on her emotions, told them to take a back seat, and stuck through it from beginning to end and nailed a 50 pointer, guys. That was awesome. She sent me the screenshot, showed me the entries and exits using the CYMO Pro. I'm telling you. And that made my day. I'll tell you right now, it really did. I mean, anytime I get emails with you guys sharing your success, it makes my day. So a lot of good trading opportunities today, guys, in the market. I just illustrated 3 good entries using the CYMO on the 15-minute. Same thing right here. Okay, this is another very, 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 very good trading entry right there in today's session. So you've had a lot. A lot of really good opportunities throughout the session today. And so now we're almost at the end of the session. We've got another half hour left to go. There really isn't a setup to go long per se on the 15-minute candles, but you also have a half hour to the end of the trading day. So it'd be a nice time to watch the market trade out as we begin the weekend. So if you're watching the 15-minute candles, let me just move this real quick for viewers on mobile here. If you're watching the 15-minute, okay, remember that when you're looking at the cyclic rotation here, okay, safe space to get out is right here, guys, when cycle stretches out all the way through and through. Now look at the difference over here, okay. Did cycle stretch above the threshold? No, it didn't. It just kind of went sideways. Price kept going up, and your exit was bingo right there when you had the crossing. Dead nuts on at the top. The end right there. And right here, you've had quite a bit of noise with a lot of movement here in these candles, up and down, up and down. Price went up. Your complete cycle is going to end when CYN crosses below the momentum line right there. Okay? So. Sorry. I had moved this over to the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Again, you had cycle bottom out right here. Cycle goes up right here. If you're a If you're a scalper, okay, you're going to look for these type of reversals right here to try to potentially go to the upside in your trades. Okay, momentum is still up here, and you're just in an area of noise right there. I'd be very careful. This to me is probably not a really high probability trade setup unless you had momentum actually going up in the same way that cycle is right now, especially at this time in the afternoon. I'd be very cautious about taking trades like this. There's two types of trades, guys. There's high probability trades and there's higher risk trades. If you're a more aggressive trader, there's a whole bunch of examples I can give you on higher risk trades. But is that a good risk reward type of profile that you really want to trade your hard-earned money on? Probably not. At least not me, okay? And other traders that I know don't either. But there's guys out there who are cowboys and they don't mind being more aggressive in their trades. Hey, more power to them, not me. I look for higher probability setups. This right here with CYN crossing with momentum, you know, no, not at 3:40 in the afternoon. No thanks. Hang tight, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a little water, okay? Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Thanks for your patience. Appreciate you guys hanging on while I got some water here. Noise. Said and done, guys. Just noise right there. So as we get close to wrapping up today's session, I'm curious, what's on your agenda for the weekend? Are you diving deeper into the charts with CYMO Pro, or are you stepping out to celebrate this week's trading victories? Let's hear your plans. Type them up in the comment box here. I'd love to read them. Anyone have any plans for the weekend? I know a few of you are going to go out and celebrate your victories this week. Love to hear your thoughts on what you guys have going on this weekend. Wow, you talk about noise, huh? Yep. And that's it. We just had a new bar on the 15-minute candle. The end of that cycle right now. It was very, very, very choppy move to the upside. Nice to watch us on YouTube and have both charts. Oh yeah, cool. I'm glad you like it. Glad you like it. Pool. You're going to go play pool. That's cool. Oh, or the pool. Or maybe swim in the pool. Okay. Yeah, the pool sounds really good, actually. Just like I told you guys, not a high probability trade setup right here, okay? This is not a high probability trade setup. And for you guys who have been watching this, you guys would have known that this is not an entry to go long. What do you think Nasdaq is doing Monday? Your guess is probably as good as mine. I don't know. Don't know what it's doing Monday. Monday might be a holiday. What's Monday? Is Monday a holiday, Nikki? No? Okay. Monday's not a holiday. I'll know Monday morning. Monday morning before the market opens, I will read my brief. And based on what I read on my brief, I will know exactly what's going to happen that day for Monday. Any major events next week? We'll know by reading the brief each day. There's actually a calendar somewhere online. I've got a link to it somewhere that has all the events listed out for the entire week. I normally just read my brief, and that does a pretty good job at compiling all the events of the day that are going to happen. But for the week, Yeah, I've got a link somewhere. I know I have it because I use it that gives you a whole list of events that are going to happen throughout the week. But I normally just read the brief in the morning and go from there. And if there's anything important like 1 p.m. bond sales, I I make sure to remember those. Wow, look at this. Oh goodness, ugly, ugly, ugly. So what just happened? Let me just scoot this over. Okay. 15-minute chart right here, guys. You just had that cyclic rotation right there. This was your sweet spot right here to get out of your trade before getting all chopped up, right here. But your cycle on the 15-minute ended right there. It's funny how it ended on this high bar right here. Right there. Pow. Okay? The end. Okay? As soon as you got the crossing right there, that was it. The end. Okay? Your cyclic rotation to the upside is over. Completely over. So if you had time in the trading session, okay, what would you be looking for? Okay, once you see something like this, okay, what would you be looking for? You'd be looking potentially to see if price is going to continue going down in the 4-minute. All right? So since you don't have time right now because it's 3:49 in the afternoon, you're not going to take a scalp going into the close. That would be not a good idea. Okay, so don't even get that thought in your mind. It's just amazing how the moment that you had an intersect crossing of the cyan line and the momentum line here on the 15-minute chart, all of a sudden price begins to react. Okay, now things are moving in the direction that you hope. Momentum is down. Boom, this thing just did an about face from almost being way up here at the top. Okay, it's for the brave-hearted. It does look like price is coming down, and chances are, guys, this thing will come down all the way to the 480 level, which is where you've got that call wall on the Qs on the 7-minute chart. And if this thing doesn't do anything, but just it really just almost hit the 480 on the Qs, I wouldn't be surprised. It's happens every single time, especially about this hour of the day. It's pretty amazing how that works. Wow, look at that. think that little downside, guys, is gonna fizzle out. It's one of those trades that not at this time of the afternoon. All right, guys, so we did a quick recap just a moment ago of how the CYMO performed on the 15-minute chart. They were really good setups on the 15-minute chart today. They were excellent setups and confirmation entries, as well as on the 4-minute time frame, which you guys know I like using to confirm the cyclic rotation in price before I jump in a trade. I showed you guys just a couple of other things, I think, here. Yeah. Made the announcement on the book as well. That's out and it's free. So if you guys want to grab a copy of my new book, it's absolutely free. Just go to the link on my bio, click CYMO indicators, and once you're on there, you will see a slider that comes out. You can download the book from there, okay? And I wrote that for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it, all right? Wow, talk about an about face right here in price. Telling you guys, it was not a good time to take any type of trade. Yeah, especially when you see this. Look, let me show you. Okay, this is something else I keep an eye on like a hawk. All right, right here. You saw that little reversal in the 4-minute coming right there. And then what did the cyan line do? It bottomed out right here. And typically when that happens on the 7 or on the 4, you get these crazy reversals in price. Yeah, after 3, it gets really tiring to sit and watch the market. It really does. But right there, look, you get these reversals. You got to keep an eye on these time frames, guys, because, and especially the rotation of the cyan line. Look at this. This was the end of the upside. Everything started to come down, bottomed out right there, and boom, price it just went up. Okay, you use this in tandem with everything else. Okay, that's the 7-minute time frame, and I keep an eye on that very carefully in the process of trading. All right, so I think for the rest of the afternoon, we're just going to have might be a noisy session. So I'm going to cut out because I'm going to go eat. I'm super hungry right now. I've had a fantastic day. I know many of you have as well. Congratulations to all of you who had good victories in the market this year. Thank you all for joining today. Remember, trading on quadruple witching day or any other day isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. And with the right tools and the right mindset, like those outlined in How to Lose Money Trading, my new book, you're set not just to participate, but to excel. Get your free copy. The link is in my bio. Just hit CYMO Pro Indicators, and you'll see a little pop-out with the download button. You can download it there. Get ready, guys, and gear up with all the information you need to have another fantastic, action-packed week. Next week, it should be another interesting week. In the meantime, have a fantastic weekend. Stay sharp, and as always, guys, happy trading. And thanks again for being an awesome crowd.